So this is actually going to be my second update for Project Polish for 2017, and I'm going to have to move quickly because I'm filming a little bit later than I normally do. So here is a little quick look at all the polishes that I picked out at the beginning of the year. This one is where I'm going to start. It's kind of like this very pale, nudie sort of shade. That one is a polish from Julep, and this one is in the shade Jennifer. This is one that I actually did not use this past month, so I am still at that same second mark right there, you can see. So no movement on this one, but I'm probably going to take off the polish that's on my nails right now and do maybe like a DIY French manicure with this polish. That's what I did last time, and I had that much progress. So no movement on this one. Then the next one here is a Julep polish as well. I did use this one twice, and I do have it on my nails right now. This one is in the shade Whitney, and I was right up at that second mark there at the last update, and I got all the way down to there. So I feel like I did a pretty nice job. These Julep polishes don't necessarily have a ton of polish in them to begin with, so just using this one twice made a very large amount of progress. Really happy with this one, and I really like the shade of this polish too. It's very unique in my collection, so I'm going to be kind of bummed when this one is finished off. I'm going to try and focus on it a little bit more for March and see if I can finish it off by the end of March. Then the next one is this black right here. This is one from Hansen, and it is the Hard as Nails Extreme Wear Nail Color in number 370 Blackout. And I only used this one once. I was right at that second silver mark at the last update, and I got down to that bottom silver mark. It's kind of hard to see. I might try and see if I can figure out a different way to mark this one, or if you can see it okay, let me know if those silver lines are alright, but I generally have to put down 2 coats of this on the nails, sometimes 3 coats if the brush strokes aren't even, so it's a nice drugstore black polish, but I do have a Zoya one that I like better than this one, so when this one's gone, I don't have the need to repurchase it. Then there was my silver Orly polish. This one, I think I'm a little bit further down than I marked because it looks like I'm down just underneath the mark that I have on there, but it's a very small difference, so I'm probably just going to leave the mark that I have on here. That is a swatch of it right there. It's really pretty when it's on the nails, but this is the Orly polish in Shine. You can see my marks on that one. Then I had this guy right here, this purple one with kind of a pink shift to it. This one is Mason from Zoya, and it's a really pretty polish. I like this one over, I like a matte top coat over this one. I actually did not touch this one the past month, so I'm still at that second mark there. I'm gonna see how many times I can use this one in the month of March. Maybe I'll use this one on my toes next, maybe. The next one up is the one that I did use on my toes for the month of February. It's this pink one right here, really hot fluorescent pink. This is from Wet n Wild. It is from the Fergie line. This is what this guy looks like here. Ignore that polish on the bottle. When I'm painting my nails, if I'm feeling a little bit lazy or if I'm in a rush, I'll just use the edge of the cap to run against my nail. Let me show you. So if I'm painting and I get polish on the edge of my nail, I'll just take the edge of the cap and run it up against wherever it's on my skin. So that's why some of my bottles of polish have polish on the side of them. But the spot that I was at last time was that middle mark there, and I got down to that bottom mark. So just using this one on my toes, I feel like I did a pretty decent job with this. I'm probably going to be using this one on my fingers for the month of March. But there was that guy. And then the last one that I have here, I actually did use this one, and I did use this on my toes, but then I dumped a ton of thinner in here, and it does not look like I moved from the last update, but I did actually use it. So after I dumped the thinner in here, it looks like I'm still down at that second mark, and obviously I am, but when there's not a ton of thinner in this, then the glitter pieces are all over the side, and it looks like it's further down in the bottle. But as of right now, even though that's where I marked last time, I'm still technically at that mark since I added the thinner, but I'll include the thinner that I used down in the description box. It's from Sally's Beauty and it's under $4. It's the best thinner that I've used for color polishes. It even works on like the glitter polishes too, but this one was the Maybelline Color Show Gilded in Gold number 608. I don't think I mentioned that. So as of right now, I'm not adding in any additional polishes, but next month at the end of March, I'm going to be adding one in, whether or not I finish something up, because I think I will have a pretty decent amount of progress on my 2 Julep polishes. So, and this one might be finished off entirely. But anyway, that was my update as far as the 2-month mark goes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.